trying to say, well, it couldn't be more exciting. No, nothing could be more exciting than prime rib at Christmas time, right? Now, we're going to be able to offer this to you in either a 4 or a 6 pound prime rib roast. And these come in cooking bags. Now, cooking bags are important because they lock in all the juices. They keep everything moist and delightful. How do you get it to brown? You slit that bag open in the last few minutes of roasting time, and it will roast what's inside. But what you come away with is this delightful, delicious prime rib. Wait for it. Don't anybody move. Come on now. Chef Peter, that's textbook. Wow, come on now. Look at that. If that doesn't make you hungry, your eyes are closed. Go ahead and open them. We'll wait. There you are. Come on. This is amazing. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, yes, this is more of an investment price, but this is for your holiday dinner table, right? And you want something that's going to turn out perfectly every single time. Let me grab my card, because we're going to ship this either in the 4 or the 6 pound, and we'll ship it November the 8th or December the 6th. There is no auto delivery on this. Important to realize that these are easy to prepare. Instructions come along, but why don't we ask QVC's own personal butcher to lead the charge for us, tell us exactly how it's done as we welcome in Ray Rastelli live via Skype so he can tell us more about this beautiful roast and how best to prepare it. Ray, it's always a great pleasure to have you back, sir.
It's great to see you, David, and happy Christmas in July, and my second favorite holiday, behind Christmas. But I get to talk about Christmas in July with you, so it really is a great day. And this is something we did because prime rib, as you said, is an investment. It's something that people really have to think about. So when you go out to dinner and you get prime rib, you pay a really hefty price for that prime rib, but you're sure it's going to be pretty good. Well, what we've done here is we've taken all the guesswork away from it. But remember, so where we start, so David, I'm going to take you right back to the farm, right? Right back to the prime rib. We take the prime rib while the rib is on the bone. We age this for 45 days because this Black Angus is our reserve collection, which means less than 4% of all of our cattle actually qualify for that. And that's the marbling that you see. But here's what we do after we age it. We take all of the fat off it. We take all of the bone off it. And what do you have? You have this center cut, beautiful prime rib. And this is the meat candy that makes a prime rib a prime rib. And that's really what we want. But we wanted to make it easy. We wanted to make it goof-proof. So what did we do? We put it in a cooking bag. We've seasoned it already for you. It's goof-proof. You don't have to do anything except thaw it, put it in your oven at 375 degrees for about an hour and 20 minutes for the 4-pounder, and an hour and 40 minutes for the larger one.
Now, Ray, I just wanted to show that roast in the bag. This is how perfect this is. You let it thaw, and Ray, you let this thaw in the refrigerator, for a couple days?
Yeah, it's going to take at least 2 days in your refrigerator, David, absolutely.
But it's already pre-seasoned, ready to go, and you do not open the bag. Cook it in the bag, and then toward the latter part of the cooking time is when you'll cut a slit in the top so it will brown nicely. But look, this is that larger 6-pound roast. Gorgeous. And it's already seasoned and all ready to go. You just pop this on a sheet pan and put it in the oven, right?
That's it. And it's a larger, the 6-pounder is going to easily feed 12 people, easily, because remember, we've trimmed it completely, we've aged it, and when you get this kind of marbling, this is the kind of juice you get out of your prime rib. And that's what you would expect if you've got a great piece of meat to start with. But it's simple, it's goof-proof, and for those of you who are kind of a little crazy, and I shouldn't say crazy, but maybe afraid of making a prime rib, look at how easy this is. Take a look at how beautiful this rib is. All I did was take a slice right out of the center. But I didn't have to do anything except an hour and 20 minutes ago, I put it in the oven. David, I pulled it out just before we came on. And that beautiful juices comes because this rib is so heavily marbled.
Ray Rastelli, you're killing me. It looks so good. I want to eat the whole thing. Hey, let me tell you that we are very, very busy. 700 of these are gone. If you're choosing November the 8th in the 4-pound, 2,300 to go around. If you want the 6-pound, fewer than 1,500 to go around. Now, if you want December the 6th, that's the most popular. In the 4-pound, 4,000 available. Our most popular, though, is the 6-pound and fewer than 2,400. Ray, let's take a look at our value, and then I'm going to ask you about how many servings we can expect out of these. But first, take a look. There's your 4-pound and your 6-pound. If you're going the 4-pound, that's going to be 5 payments of just, what is that, $26? And then the larger, the 6-pound, is 5 payments of $30. Thank you. That monitor is about 700 miles from me. Plus my eyes are old. This is really important because we need to know about serving. So Ray, in a 4-pounder, how many servings can we expect?
So David, in that 4-pounder, you're going to expect at least 8 to 10 servings.
Okay.
Depending upon how thick you slice it. And you can see here what I've done is I've sliced the 6-pounder right here. And I want you to see how thick I sliced them. I didn't slice these thin. Look at how beautiful this prime rib is. Right? This is a fairly thick cut, right? So and I got 13 out of that prime rib on this one. So you can serve quite a few. And this is what I wanted to show you. This is how easy it is. It came right out of my oven. It's in that cooking bag, but here's what I want to show you. It's really important. So as we lift the cooking bag up, I cut it open. Take a look at what's out there.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
That's liquid gold right there, sir.
That's liquid gold. And that goes, there's the recipe on how to make this au jus comes with this package, so you can make the most incredible au jus from this.
Now, Ray, our chefs cut me some little bite-sized pieces. They're melting in my mouth. Julia, I know, has this over by her area. So let's double box with Julia if we can.
So, David, I was watching you cut that prime rib, and then my mouth was watering, but this is a magical place. It just showed up for me. So I'm going to go in because prime rib is, to me, like the most celebratory food. Oh, my goodness.
And it's so well seasoned, right?
Perfectly seasoned. So unbelievably tender. I can cut it with my fork right here. All I need is some creamy horseradish, and then, I'm going to flip the tables. I'm out the door. Chef's kiss, you name it. Happy gal right here. Sorry, Chatters, because I abandoned you to eat my prime rib. So good, Ray.
So good.
Love it. Oh, I'm impressed.
Now, Mr. Rastelli, you know I call you Mr. Rastelli.
Yes,
what about some mushroom gravy over top of this? How would that be?
Oh, that would be wonderful, David. And if you take that au jus that comes from this prime rib and you use that to make some of your mushroom gravy, you're going to have the most incredibly delectable gravy you've ever had.
I mean, check that out. Gorgeous mushroom gravy just spilling over each and every melt in your mouth piece. If you want to top this with asparagus and do a little hollandaise, look what we did back here. Mr. Rastelli, oh my word. We topped it with asparagus and then we'll drizzle over some fresh hollandaise. Or béarnaise, whatever you like.
That is so beautiful. You know, and David, we're finally getting back together with our families again. Why not give them the very best when they sit at that table and see that you prepared a prime rib for them? They think you've taken hours and hours and hours and done it, and all you've really done is put it in your oven. You can be the hero that day.
Now, let me update everyone. We've now taken orders for 1,600 of these are gone. If you want it on November the 8th, I have 2,200 in the 4-pound, 1,300 in the 6-pound. If you want December 6th, which is most popular, 3,700 in the 4-pound, fewer than 2,000 to go around in the 6-pound, and that's our most popular option. I want to cut into this one again and just come down here. First of all, this Viking knife and cutting board set is available on QVC.com, and I think I may have to get myself one because it's delightful. Look at this. Come on. I mean, Mr. Rastelli, I know you a long time and we're about the same age, but I still call you Mr. Rastelli. Mr. Rastelli, look at this gorgeous, gorgeous prime rib. I don't need to tell you how gorgeous it is. You're the one that brought it to us. But look, everyone, imagine on your holiday dinner table something this mouth-watering.
And David, it's the prime rib that's Black Angus, that's reserve collection. Less than 4% of all of our cattle actually qualify. But look at that. Now, that's because the marbling that's in there. And, you know, with each pass of your knife there, you're continuing to get moisture. That's what we want to make sure that you actually get to eat. So when you pull this out of your oven, leave it rest for about 10 minutes. For that, cut the corner of the bag, let the au jus go into a bowl, and make the au jus either your recipe or the one that I actually send you with this. And then pour it right over top. But you can see, even without the au jus there, David, that is going to be incredibly tender and flavorful to every single bite.
I mean, serve it with a creamy horseradish. Serve this with the au jus. Make a brown gravy if you like. I mean, good grief. Get out your steak sauce and just have a little dipping party. I mean, this is crazy delicious. And this is the kind of food that you buy now and you enjoy for the holiday season, because we've waited a long time for a holiday season that resembles some semblance of normalcy, right? We've wanted to be able to invite over extended family and friends and wanted to have that big group around the dinner table, and we may have a larger group this year if we play our cards right. So why not have your freezer stocked with the perfect prime rib? Over how many sold now? 2,100 are gone. This one is flying out the door. Now, if you want November 8th and the 4-pound, I have 2,100 left. You want November 8th and the 6-pound, 1,200, and that's more popular. In the December 6th ship week of the 4-pound, 3,500. If you want the December 6th 6-pound, 1,600 remain. Let me show you what this looks like in the bag. Now, Mr. Rastelli, you told us let this thaw in the fridge for a couple days and then take it in the bag just like this and put it on a sheet pan. Don't do anything except put it on a sheet pan and follow the instructions for the temperature in the oven, right?
That's it. And all you want to do is you want to put about a 3-inch slit right in the top. Put it in your oven at 375. The 4-pounder is going to take about an hour and 20 minutes to get you to about medium. The 6-pounder is going to take you about an hour and 45 minutes to get to medium. Pull it out, let it rest for 10 minutes because that's really going to leave those juices inside. Snip the corner of the package, pour it into your saucepan, and then in that 10 minutes, you can make your au jus while it's actually resting so that they all come together at the same time.
And Mr. Rastelli, let me make sure I was clear because I think I may have misspoken earlier. We put this on the sheet pan and put the slits in immediately, is that right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
But just a 3-inch slit, but your tip is a wonderful one, David. That is if you want to get a little more brown, then just for the last 10 minutes or so, put a bigger slit in it, and it'll actually get a little bit more brown on
Okay. I just want to be clear about that because you were clearly the expert. And I want to make sure we did this right. So this is what it's all about. So don't miss out on this. The seasonings are all inside. Mr. Rastelli and his team have done all the work for you, and what you come away with is something that is absolutely incredible. Now, you should know now the 6-pound in December 6th is half gone. With 1,300 remaining, that is all. In this show alone, we've sold 2,700 of these prime ribs. And I'll tell you, when you're looking for that center of the table, beautiful platter of gorgeous prime rib, this is the one that you reach for. And serve this one immediately after it's rested so it can retain all those beautiful juices. And what you come away with is something incredible like the ones that we're showing you here. I'll cut into this one more time and just show you what's happening. And this is getting toward the end where it's a bit more medium well, but even at medium well, let me pick up this piece and move it. Even at medium well, you're still juicy and tender, and look at all that flavor that you're getting from that marbleization. This is incredible. Mr. Rastelli, we've got less than a minute to go. What are your final thoughts, sir?
So, David, here's a tip I always like to use. Remember, a thermometer, right? Use a thermometer because your oven may be a little hotter, a little colder than mine. So in this, at 135 is when you want to pull it. And I heard you talk about gifts, David, earlier. What better gift to send somebody with it when they open up that package? There's a prime rib along with all of the instructions on exactly how to cook it and how to make the au jus. You've just made their holiday.
Right there's the recipe, and that's the one that Ray's holding in his hand. Hey, we're excited about this. I will also tell you this has been wildly popular. In fact, in this show alone, 3,000 have now been ordered. Mr. Rastelli, it is an honor and a privilege, sir. Always good to have you back.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, buddy. Take care and stay on the line for your delicious prime rib. Now, Julia, I don't know if you're still eating over there, Gert.
Well, I am still eating, but I